Makerfield by-elections coming up, and it's shaping up to be quite interesting. So just to boil it down a little bit, basically Keir Starmer's done. He's holding on by the skin of his teeth, and there is a vague chance he could actually hold on because all the contenders are pretty terrible. So the left wing of the Labour Party has basically turned around and said, we want Andy Burnham in. Not entirely sure why, but they seem to have some pumped up idea of him. And so in order to get that going, they've convinced the MP for Makerfield to step down. So if he steps down, by-elections called. Normally, without Andy Burnham, there's a strong chance, I think it's a 41% chance that Reform would charge in, and they have Labour at 28%, Conservatives at 8%, and the other parties are just irrelevant. With Andy Burnham, there's a stronger chance. He's better known in the area. I think he's a Reformer at 36%, he's at 39%, and then you've got that little Conservative bubble there, stripping away the vote or splitting the vote of 8%. So if they don't stand a candidate, Reform should absolutely charge in and win that seat. They're going to stand a candidate, they have no choice. Because if they don't stand a candidate, ultimately they admit we can't win, we're a busted flush. Then you've also got a lot of these other kind of fringe right-wing parties who are going to stand candidates. They know they've got no chance. All they're doing is shaving away the votes. However, it's all optics. If I don't stand, I admit defeat before I even give it a go. If I do stand, though, they're in a bit of a quandary, because if they get shown to only have something like 3, 4, 5% of the vote, it should start turning the British public and giving them a bit of more of an awareness of what's going on. Basically, these ultimately, the Advance and the other parties, they're shaving off parts of the vote, which doesn't mean, it doesn't mean nothing. It means basically that a more right-wing party has absolutely no chance, because historically the left have always been divided. You've got Greens, Lib Dems, you've got the Labour Party, sorry, Socialist Workers' Party, your party now. The list is absolutely endless. So that's historically how basically right-wing parties have done quite well in the UK. The problem now is, on the right, we've got all these sort of grief parties who've been set up, in the main, when you look into it, basically because they go, I think I can do better, and it's to stroke their ego. So Makerfield's going to be very, very interesting. If they stand candidates, it might show them up a little bit, and hopefully the British public will go, we've got one serious option, that serious option's Reform. But if they're long game sensible, they're going to go, best not stand a candidate, we'll just show ourselves up. I don't think they will. I think they're going to stand candidates everywhere. That's just my opinion.